Cher is an American singer, actress and television personality. Often referred to by the media as the goddess of pop, she has been described as embodying female autonomy in a male-dominated industry. Cher is known for her distinctive contralto singing voice and for having worked in numerous areas of entertainment, as well as adopting a variety of styles and appearances throughout her 6-decade-long career. Cher gained popularity in 1965 as one half of the folk rock husband-wife duo Sonny and Cher, after their song, I Got You Babe, peaked at #1 on the US and UK charts. Together they sold 40 million records worldwide. Her solo career was established during the same time, with the top 10 singles, Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down, and You Better Sit Down Kids. She became a television personality in the 1970s with her CBS shows, The Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, watched by over 30 million viewers weekly during its 3-year run, and the namesake Cher. While working on television, Cher released the US Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles, Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves, Half-Breed, and Dark Lady, becoming the female artist with the most #1 singles in United States history at the time. After her divorce from Sonny Bono in 1975, she released the disco album Take Me Home, 1979, and earned $300,000 a week for her 1979 to 1982 concert residency in Las Vegas. In 1982, Cher made her Broadway debut in the play Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, and starred in its film adaptation. She subsequently garnered critical acclaim for her performances in films such as Silkwood, 1983, Mask, 1985, The Witches of Eastwick, 1987, and Moonstruck, 1987, the last of which won her the Academy Award for Best Actress. She then revived her music career by recording the rock-inflected albums Cher, 1987, Heart of Stone, 1989, and Love Hurts, 1991, all of which yielded successful singles such as I Found Someone, If I Could Turn Back Time, and Love and Understanding. Cher contributed to the soundtrack for her next film, Mermaids, 1990, which spawned the UK #1 single, the Shoop Shoop song, It's in His Kiss. She made her directorial debut with a segment in the abortion-themed anthology If These Walls Could Talk, 1996. Cher reached a new commercial peak in 1998 with the dance pop album Believe, whose title track topped the Billboard year-end Hot 100 chart of 1999 and became the biggest-selling single of all time by a female artist in the UK. It features pioneering use of auto-tune to distort her vocals, known as the Cher effect. Her 2002 to 2005 Living Proof, the farewell tour became one of the highest-grossing concert tours of all time, earning $250 million. In 2008, she signed a $60 million deal to headline the Coliseum at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas for 3 years. During the 2010s, she landed starring roles in the films Burlesque, 2010, and Mamma Mia! Here We Go Again, 2018, and released studio albums Closer to the Truth, 2013, and Dancing Queen, 2018, both of which debuted at #3 on the Billboard 200. Having sold 100 million records, Cher is one of the world's best-selling music artists. Her achievements include a Grammy Award, an Emmy Award, an Academy Award, 3 Golden Globe Awards, a Cannes Film Festival Award, the Billboard Icon Award, and awards from the Kennedy Center Honors and the Council of Fashion Designers of America. She is the only artist to date to have a #1 single on a Billboard chart in 6 consecutive decades, from the 1960s to the 2010s. Aside from music and acting, she is noted for her trendsetting, elaborate outfits, political views, social media presence, philanthropic endeavors, and social activism, including LGBT rights and HIV/AIDS prevention. Philanthropy. Cher's primary philanthropic endeavors have included support of health research and patients' quality of life, anti-poverty initiatives, veterans' rights, and vulnerable children. The Cher Charitable Foundation supports international projects such as the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, Operation Helmet, and the Children's Craniofacial Association. Children. Beginning in 1990, Cher served as a donor and as the national chairperson and honorary spokesperson for the Children's Craniofacial Association, whose mission is to empower and give hope to facially disfigured children and their families. The annual Cher's Family Retreat is held each June to provide craniofacial patients, their siblings and parents an opportunity to interact with others who have endured similar experiences. She supports and promotes Get Ahead Charitable Trust, which aims to improve the quality of life for people with head and neck diseases. Cher is a donor, fundraiser, and international spokesperson for Keep a Child Alive, an organization that seeks to accelerate action to combat the AIDS pandemic, including the provision of antiretroviral medicine to children and their families with HIV/AIDS. In 1996, she hosted the American Foundation for AIDS Research, AMFAR, benefit alongside Elizabeth Taylor at the Cannes Film Festival in 2015. She received the AMFAR Award of Inspiration for her willingness and ability to use her fame for the greater good, and for being one of the great champions in the fight against AIDS. In 2007, Cher became the primary supporter of the Peace Village School, PVS, in Ukunda, Kenya, which provides nutritious food, medical care, education and extracurricular activities for more than 300 orphans and vulnerable children, ages 2 to 13 years. Her support enabled the school to acquire land and build permanent housing and school facilities, and in partnership with Malaria No More and other organizations, she piloted an effort to eliminate malaria mortality and morbidity for the children, their caregivers and the surrounding community. Soldiers and veterans. Cher has been a vocal supporter of American soldiers and returning veterans. She has contributed resources to Operation Helmet, an organization that provides free helmet upgrade kits to troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. She has contributed to the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, which serves military personnel who have been disabled in operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, and those severely injured in other operations. In 1993, she participated in a humanitarian effort in Armenia, taking food and medical supplies to the war-torn region. Poverty. Cher has engaged in the construction of houses with Habitat for Humanity and served as the honorary national chair of a Habitat's Elimination of Poverty housing initiative, Raise the Roof, an effort to engage artists in the organization's work while on tour. Environment. In 2016, after the discovery of lead contamination in the drinking water of Flint, Michigan, Cher donated more than 180,000 bottles of water to the city as part of a partnership with Icelandic Glacial Elder Rights. In 2017, Cher weighed in on the need to protect elder rights as she executive produced Edith plus Eddie, a documentary about a nonagenarian interracial couple. It received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Documentary. COVID-19. Following the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020, Cher launched the Cher Cares Pandemic Resource and Response Initiative, CCPRRI, alongside Drive. Erwin Redliner, the head of Columbia University's Pandemic Resource and Response Center. The charity's initial plan is to distribute $1 million to chronically neglected and forgotten people during the pandemic through the Entertainment Industry Foundation, EIF. Cher told Billboard, "There are rural areas where people of color and Latinos and Native Americans were getting no services. It's not a lot of money. $1 million goes in the blink of an eyelash. So now I'm trying to get my friends to make it a lot more so we can do something that will really meet people's needs." A friend once told me, "When people walk in your path, then you know what you have to do." Animal rights. In November 2020, Cher joined Four Paws International and traveled to Pakistan to advocate for and work with the country's government to have Kavan, an elephant who had been confined to a zoo for 35 years, transferred to a wildlife sanctuary in Cambodia. In April 2021, Paramount Plus released the documentary film Cher and the Loneliest Elephant, detailing Cher's quest, alongside animal aid groups and veterinarians, to free Kavan from confinement. LGBT rights. Cher's older child, Chaz Bono, first came out as a lesbian at age 17, which reportedly caused Cher to feel guilt, fear and pain. However, she soon came to accept Chaz's sexual orientation, and came to the conclusion that LGBT people didn't have the same rights as everyone else, and she thought that was unfair. She was the keynote speaker for the 1997 National Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays (PFLAG) convention, and has since become one of the LGBT community's most vocal advocates. In May 1998, she received the GLAAD Vanguard Award for having made a significant difference in promoting equal rights for lesbians and gay men. On June 11, 2009, Chaz came out as a transgender man, and his transition from female to male was legally finalized on May 6, 2010.